This is it, you guys. Welcome to prompt 100. That's right. Woo! Woohoo! Yeah, 100! Welcome. Today we are filling in the page. That's right. You guys have been asking me for so long to ink the page that the ants are all surrounding. So look at that. We did it. I thought now would be the best time to do it because 100 is a pretty big number. All right, I'm pretty excited. Let's do this. Prompt number 100. Let's see what it's gonna be. Spy, okay, and fighter jet. This is so underwhelming. Like, ooh, okay. I can make this cool. I can make this fun, you guys. Here we go. Look at me, so optimistic. How do I do it? How do I stay motivated and keep my confidence up when I have two prompts like spy and fighter jet? Wow. I don't know because these sketches are the worst. So I was really determined to come up with a really good idea and have some fun with this one. It's prompt 100. We have to go out with a bang, right? Or at least you guys really hyped it up and I was so nervous for this prompt. You guys have been counting down for several videos. So many until prompt 100. So many until prompt 100. So I felt like there was some pressure to make this one really epic and have a lot of fun with it. At first, I was just going into it as a regular prompt. I sketched the fighter jet, played around with the spy, which I realize kind of looks like a detective, but when you Google search images of spy, you kind of get detectives. So then I got really confused about what that was all about. So my original idea, I guess, was going to have this really cute looking spy who is super into making like models. So gluing the little pieces of plastic together to make model airplanes. So after this really bad sketching session, I thought I would have the page and portrait, have this cute little spy guy at the bottom at his desk just working away creating a model plane, and behind him would be a shelf or two full of different model airplanes and also hanging above him. So I was going to have a shelf but also a lot of empty space on the very top of the illustration where there was going to be a lot hanging, and I was going to make a lot of references to past prompts. One of them was going to be an actual cutout piece of paper so I could reference to my 3D cutout art, but I wasn't really feeling it, and as prompt 100 I felt like it had to be better, I thought. So this is what I went with. Something I knew I wanted to do with this prompt was to definitely reference a lot of past prompts. So I went on Instagram and asked you guys what some of your favorite prompts were, just to make sure that I referenced some of the more popular ones, or at least ones that I knew you guys would like. Though I'll be honest, I didn't really follow that list too much, but I did include a lot of the ones you did ask for, so that's good. Basically, I thought it would be really fun to have someone at their desk working or drawing or something and just having their room chock full of references from past prompts. Now, not 100% all of these things are references to prompts. Some of these things are just random objects just to fill the room, or just things that I wanted to put in here just because I thought it would be cute to fill the room with. But basically, I just wanted this to be a big old prompt reference, but also a really cute illustration of someone hard at work. I know that this is actually going to look a lot like this is supposed to represent me. This person is going to have a striped shirt, they're going to have brown hair, they're going to wear socks and have hairy legs, but I assure you, it is not me. I even made sure to color the chair not exactly the same color as my chair, even though I did reference my chair to draw the chair. But then I just wanted to make sure that you knew it wasn't me, so I made the chair purple later on because I know you guys know that I don't like purple, and Kasey Golden would never have a purple chair. So you know this is not me. Basically, I just wanted to create a character that was sort of a character that anyone could be. So you can't even tell if this character is a boy, or if they're a girl, or they're neither. But this is just supposed to be just a generic person, maybe one of you who participates in the prompts. I just wanted to create an artist, someone young, someone aspiring to do what they want. Basically, someone exhausted, so they are passed out on their desk, and there are all these little creatures. I guess I need to talk about the prompts. I haven't talked about what or where the prompts are in this illustration. Sometimes I don't talk about the prompts and you guys think I forgot about them because they're such a small part. But I assure you, no matter how small, the prompts are always there. Oh, but before we do, I do want to say that this illustration took me 3 or 4 times longer than my normal illustrations to ink because there is just so much to ink and so much going on. And Strathmore has changed, I guess, their formula of their paper or something because the texture is way more intense, so my pen was really hard to control. It was also sucking my pins dry, so I was kind of struggling and working a lot slower with that. I also used a ruler, which is something I don't normally do with my illustrations. I really like that handmade feel when it comes to my wobbly lines sometimes. And although I did think about making this really cute and wobbly like my previous prompt with the little rabbit racer girl, I did think that there was just going to be just a little bit too much going on for there to be that much wobbly freedom. And I just wanted some organization to put the rest of the clutter. So yes, using a ruler definitely slows me down because I get all scared about how I line up things, and then I'm just not really good at using a ruler and yada yada. I made a lot of mistakes too, but we won't talk about that. Anyways, so the prompts. So our first prompt was spy, and as much as I did want to create this really classic looking spy character, all shadowy looking all shifty, maybe wearing an overcoat, it just wasn't something that I felt like fit into this illustration. I guess I could have just created a figure that was sitting on the shelf that was a spy, but I came up with the idea of these black shadowy figures that were looking over this person that had passed out, and I thought that was really cute. Either these creatures spy on them when they sleep, or they take care of them. I'm pretty sure these creatures do good for this person. I don't think they are here to harm them. But they are definitely spying on our character here as they sleep at their desk, and I just think it's really cute. It's like maybe the inspiration or their hopes and dreams that watch over them when they fall asleep, letting them know that even though you are asleep and not actively working on your hopes and dreams, they are always there waiting and watching you, hoping that someday you will use them to create your dream. Wow, this got really corny. Okay, so we've also got fighter jet, which I will admit is the smallest part, but you know what? Whatever. Freaking fighter jet. Who wants to draw a plane, right? Like an aggressive fighting plane. No, thank you. So one of the shelves on the bookshelf is dedicated to the 4 cats that travel in that one prompt. The prompt where the cat was on the sailboat. So we do have a cat on a sailboat. We've got a cat on a bike, which is also a reference to the cats on a bike prompt. There's a cat in a model of a fighter jet, and then there's just a cat hanging out. So that is my explanation of the prompts. Overall, this illustration was a lot of work, but it was so much fun, especially putting all of these references in. There are so many references that I wanted to include, but oh man, there was just so much to put in here, and I had already put so many details that I'm just not used to doing into this illustration. It was so much work, but I think it was really fun, and I think it's a really good outcome for our prompt 100. I don't know exactly how many references there are, especially not really counting the artwork on the wall, because I did just kind of replicate a lot of the artwork later on in the video. But there's a lot of little knickknacks and figures and things on the shelves, like at the very top, if you saw the traveling goose, it was just a figure of that floating island that I drew. Some things are a little more subtle, like the mug on the desk there that is holding the pencils. It is a white mug with red spots, which, you know what? I'm not going to tell you which prompt that's from. Maybe you guys can tell me. Comment down below if you know which number prompt that mug is from. We also have an umbrella tucked away on the side there, a yellow umbrella. Which prompt is that from? I'll never tell you. You gotta comment below and tell me. Only my true fans know all of the references. No, I'm just joking. I am just joking. You don't have to watch all of my videos to be a fan. When it came to the Christmas lights around the door, that wasn't supposed to be a reference to it just being Christmas or anything. I just think it's really fun and cute to decorate workspaces with Christmas lights, and I needed something to go around the door because the door area was looking very boring compared to all of the details in the other part of the illustration. And it gave me another little black figure idea, which, fun fact, I did not actually plan originally. When I started inking these, the wires for the lights were just, they were not turning out good. They were very thick in some spots, and in some spots I accidentally made them too thin, and I was just kind of panicking because they just looked so bad. Like I mentioned, I don't use a ruler because I just like the handmade sort of unperfectness when it comes to my art, so sometimes when I try to do these really small, thin, uniform details, it just looks so out of place in my art. So I messed up really bad on those lights, and then I thought, okay, wait, I can fix this by making one piece completely black, and then I can turn it into one of those black figures, and it turned out so well. The windiness of them kind of randomly going all over the place is just a lot of fun. I like it. All right, well, I talked way too long about those Christmas lights. I need to talk about all of the art on the wall. I mean, I guess there's really not that much to say about it. I think it's really silly the way I just kind of went in there with my ink pen, no sketching, just made them look as stupid and fast as possible. I didn't want them to look as finished and polished as the rest of this illustration because this is a illustrated world. If I made the drawings look too much like my actual drawings, then it would kind of blend in, I think. Doing a quick sloppy job of it just made it look more like it's an actual art piece by my cartoon character person. And it's just so dang silly. I love the way a lot of these turned out. I mean, just look at their stupid faces. Oh man, they're just so silly. In case you haven't seen every single prompt episode, all of the artwork on this wall is a replicate of past prompts. All right, that is it. That is prompt 100. I hope you guys like it. I hope I didn't disappoint you. I hope it was epic enough for you. 100 episodes. Holy cow. I can't believe it. This is crazy. All right, well, let me know if you found all the references in the comments. There are a lot, and I will see you on the end card. Last week's prompts were covered wagon, bumper car, and bale of hay. Wow, you guys really pushed through this one because it was rough. Our first featured artist is Shenanigans Inc. We have a couple of horses pulling a covered wagon, riding bumper cars. This illustration was just too silly not to feature. Just look at them. What? And KMT Artwork, who created this really fun illustrated, I guess, racing board situation. There are cutout pieces for the covered wagon, the bumper car, and the bale of hay on wheels. What? This one's just so much fun. I just love how it's an interactive piece. I love it. Thank you guys so much for 100 episodes of prompts, and I will see you for the next season, season 3. Bye.